Let us go ahead with the polar molecule. Now we are applying uniform electric field in a polar molecule, right? So polar molecule is itself having its own dipole moment p bar. In addition to that, we are keeping it in another in electric field, which is a uniform. So let us say how it reacts. So let us say we can see this particular diagram over here. So check out this particular diagram. We have a polar molecule. Now polar molecule is giving its own dipole moment. So we are showing the polar molecule like a dipole here. So negative charge here and the positive charge here and separated by total distance s. We marked its midpoint somewhere here and we are fixing the axis right now. You'll understand why the axis is needed there. So the this distance is s by 2 from the center to the negative charge, from the center to the positive charge. It is another s by 2. Okay. Now electric field is applied. So electric force is there and it is operating at both the end, positive end as well as negative end. So at the positive end, we are getting force along this direction. That is the same as the direction of the electric field. Okay. Whereas at the negative end, we are having this particular electric force which is operating in the other direction. Okay. So we have two equal and opposite forces acting at the ends, okay, of the handle. We can say like a handle. So when these two forces are equal and they are opposite, they form a couple. So it is like a big screw we are moving, right? Somebody you must have seen somewhere, right? When that particular water uh, pipe operators are there, they sometimes move that particular wall by similar handle, right? It is because it's very tight and it's very heavy. So two persons are moving the two end points of that handle, right? Okay, I checked it. So this forms right couple and we can get the turning moment, right? So here torque is written just to get that particular turning moment. So torque n bar is written as r plus, right? So that's a distance s by 2 multiplied by the positive force, that is q e bar. There's a force at the positive end. Then here the another distance that comes into picture. Now we are going for the r bar. So we have to consider the direction of this s also. So the negative and this force operating is also negative. So we are getting this particular expression for the torque n bar, right? So when we combine together, we get a very simple relation that torque n is given as p bar cross e bar. Okay, p bar cross e bar. So it is basically like a orientation, right? The applied electric field wants to orient this along its own axis. Okay, so is not allowing p bar to maintain its axis, and if the e bar is really forceful, it will try to move this particular p bar along its direction. Okay, now the question is placed for you. You can think about the question. Okay, this particular turning effect because of the applied electric force or field. Okay, how does it going to affect the polarizability in the case of water molecule or polar molecule? Okay, we have a polar molecule and we are placing this polar molecule in uniform electric field. So electric field right throughout this particular molecule is one single value with one single direction. Okay, so this particular electric field is causing turning effect, right? So it is like a torque operating. And how does this particular right applied electric field right affects the polarizability of the given molecule? Will it enhance dielectric property? You can think along the line. Let me go ahead.